Hi, this is Oli, and today I will be presenting the Pioneer Collection with Nicholas, our sales director. Hi Nicholas.
Hi Oli.
As mentioned, today we will be talking about the Pioneer Collection.
That is correct.
How did it start?
How did it start? So a long time ago. I think it was shortly after Edouard joined the company. Then, as you know, maybe the watches that we had back then were, I'd say they were more classical. They were maybe more a dress watch, and I think our dream was to have a watch which you could really wear at any occasion, whether it was at the office, whether it was at the playground with kids. And back then there were quite a lot of kids in the team, or we had kids, and just wanted to wear a watch that you could wear at the playground without having a gold perpetual calendar with a silver dial. So that's really how it all started. It was a long journey.
A long journey, as we also can see here. Different models have been added over the years, so from center seconds to tourbillons and even Pioneer perpetual calendars we have in that particular collection. But what makes this collection so special compared to the Endeavour or also to the Heritage and now the newly introduced Streamliner collection?
It's the fact that you can really wear it every day. I think you've got a stainless steel. It was the first time we used stainless steel in our watches. It was the first time as well that we use I'd say a three-hand automatic movement, and it was not just any automatic movement. We always had hand-wound mechanical movements with always long power reserves, 3-4 day power reserves. And it was the objective as well, is that if we wanted to have an automatic movement, then we wanted to have the weekend-proof movement, or like you like to say,
you can take it off on Female Friday and put it back on Muscle Monday, and you still have energy, as we have a power reserve of at least 3 days.
The watch might have energy, but
maybe we don't have anymore after the weekend. Maybe.
And I think there was another feature which was important, and that was really right from the beginning, was to say that we wanted a true water-resistant watch. So there's a screw-down crown.
And with that, we achieve a water resistance of 12 atmospheres. So this means you can even take your watch, even if it is the center seconds version or the tourbillon or perpetual calendar, you can take it swimming and even snorkeling if you wish to.
Or even free diving. I think we've got a good example internally with a marketing manager who managed to go down to, she was testing this watch actually, the Pioneer Cosmic Green, and she went down to about 40 meters with the watch on.
And so if you would like to go down to 40 meters or even take it into the water.
Just take a splash if you don't want to go down that deep.
So you also need different straps, especially also rubber straps. And I think this is also what's special about the Pioneer collection, that we have a variety of different straps, such as rubber straps, but we also have a stainless steel bracelet, which is quite very cool, as the stainless steel bracelet can be mounted on all the Pioneer stainless steel collections. It even has a micro adjustment in the clasp, which makes it versatile and great to wear. But I also see we have different fabric straps. This is from a Blue Lagoon strap or gray to black, and even some great colors for spring and summer, which you can mount on your watch. So I see you have a special watch, Nicholas. Maybe this strap could be mounted on that.
I prefer the black one, but the orange one gives a little peps. The Pioneer, in order to make a very versatile watch, it has a DLC coating on it, so it's definitely, I mean, I've been wearing it quite intensively, and when you look at it, there's hardly any scratches, if not no scratches. I mean, you've got the watchmaker's eye, so you won't be able to identify them. But there's a nice story to this watch as well. We wanted to make the Pioneer collection as accessible as possible. So not only in terms of, I would say, competitive pricing, it's probably not the nicest way to say it in a film like this, but we wanted to have this introduction into the independent world, the niche world, but with I would say horologerie, mechanical automatic movement. And when we launched the Pioneer watch, we said, well, what better way? Normally, when you have a brand which has a new model, then you send out watches all around the world and you send them to journalists. They test it and say, well, our best ambassadors are basically the Moser lovers around the world, and we have quite a few. So the idea was to let's entrust them with the watch. So we had two watches, or we have two watches, which are circulating the world. One which is in the Americas, the other one which is in the Far East. And basically it was that if a Moser lover is our friend, then his friend is our friend, and so on. And it was, the watch has been now in circulation for 2 years, something like that. And it's still
seeing many different places around the world. And I think this is also quite a cool story for me, to hear that the brand is really giving away and trusting the end clients, our Moser lovers, to wear them, to test them, and to even see them live, as they are very rare, but we give them the opportunity so they can see them and enjoy them, and then also practice, give us their feedback.
And you can track, I mean, we track the watch obviously as well, and there's a dedicated web page or website for the tour, and you can see where that watch is. Now with the whole circumstances of traveling, the watch is maybe taking a little longer on some of the risks, because you don't necessarily meet as much as we would want to.
Unfortunately not.
But no, that was a cool idea. I think there was the whole world around Pioneer is very cool. We wanted that as easy to use as possible, and as fun as possible. It's not because you make auto horlogerie watchmaking that you can't be fun. And there was you remember when Edward wanted to launch it as well with the Pioneer
Pioneer Chronicles?
The Pioneer Chronicles and the Pioneer when he was looking for a advertising agency, where you wear it for yourself and the watches actually speak for themselves.
I very well remember the Pioneer Chronicles. So for those of you who did not see yet those videos, please have a look at Pioneer Chronicles. We will link it in that video, and you will have the chance to see 4 videos where we introduce, or how we introduce the Pioneer center seconds.
Maybe you want to talk about so I talked about the automatic one, but maybe the different movements that we have, because we've got quite a lot of movements as well in the Pioneer range.
Yes, exactly. So let me talk about the Pioneer Tourbillon. Here we have a red gold titanium case. So this is a two-tone, or also called a bicolor case, as it is made of, as mentioned, red gold, full red gold and titanium. Here with a nice blue fume dial, and at 6 o'clock we have our flying tourbillon. Something about the diameters of the watch. Here we have a 42.8 millimeter case, but thanks to the nicely curved locks, it also fits smaller or more narrow wrists. It's very easy to wear and nice to wear. And
I think what is also interesting with this collection as well is that we still managed to integrate the DNA of the brand as well with I would say the sides. You see the titanium structure here, but it's really in line where we had it in all the other lines, whether it was the Endeavour, whether it was the Ventura, or even the Heritage, where you have you want to show them?
Yeah, exactly. So this is really, as Nicholas mentioned, this is one of our DNAs, where you can see on the side of the locks with these Freiformflächen, which we call it in German.
Freiformfläche.
Yes. So either it's a polishing or a brushed. Here we see it in titanium, which makes it very very sporty but yet elegant. And that's also what makes this collection quite nice. It can be, as mentioned before, you can wear it in your free time. Nicholas, I saw you quite often in free time. You're wearing your Pioneer Tourbillon as well, with jeans and t-shirt. But you can also dress it up when you would like to mount a leather strap, for example, on it. And that's, for me personally, also what makes this collection quite cool, as we have different variety of straps. So you can go from rubber to black leather. We even have a kudu or a camouflage one.
Yeah, because just looking at, all the different models here, is that it's you never really see all the watches like this on two trays, and to be able to see all the different colors, the different, not only the color dials or the color of the straps, the material of the straps. You can really change the look of the watch just playing a little on the colors of the dial, the straps.
Yes, so if you already have a Pioneer and would like to purchase another strap, you can send me an email and I will be happy to send you some different strap options, such as mentioned the rubber strap, even the steel bracelet, and I can guide you either to the closest retailers who these straps can be ordered, of course. And maybe some of you already saw it. We recently launched during Watches and Wonders 2021 a new Pioneer centiseconds model. It has the code name.
What's the name?
Mega cool, as we say it in Switzerland. So this is a very typical Swiss statement. If something is amazing, if it is, yeah, mega cool. We mention it, mega cool. And
what's mega cool about it?
Well, there are different things. There's not only one thing, which in my personal opinion is mega cool. So I would like to show you that particular watch. As we can see here, first of all, let me talk about the dial a bit. We have our famous Blue Lagoon Fume dial, which is very gorgeous. So Fume means we have this effect on the dial where in the center of the watch we have a light tone, and going to the outside of the dial, it gets darker and darker.
Would you say it's more a blue or a green?
That's a tough question. Well, for me, it's more blue. However, from some muscle lovers, I also heard they see it more kind of green. What kind of color do you see?
But that's why I think it's really depending on the light. It's like that's why we call it a blue lagoon. I think if you look at the Caribbean Sea, then you can have those shades of blue, shades of green, shades of turquoise. So yeah, it's depending on the pictures, depending on the light. So definitely a watch that you need to try on.
Exactly, especially for that one. It's also new that we have a transparency logo. So instead of printing it in a white or black color, we have a transparent lacquer on it, which makes it again very cool. So depending on which position the watch is in, you either see the logo or not. And this is coming back to the identity of Moser. Less is Moser. So maybe you are familiar of our different types of dials. We either have the concept ones, so really nothing on the dial, no indexes and no logo. And here it's something in between. So either you see it or you don't see it, as mentioned, depending on the position of the watch. And for me, that's what makes it cool.
And those hands, tell us about the hands, because those are new hands in the Pioneer centiseconds, aren't they?
Yes, so we use new hands. They are kind of a three-dimensional hands we use. It has a globolite block on it.
And the globolite is?
The globolite is a ceramic-based material which contains superluminova, and also in the dark, if you have some lighting and you glow on it, they really glow.
You say that they have they're more shiny, or they're more fluorescent than regular superluminova?
They totally are, as we have a lot of space. They are three-dimensional, so it's a huge block of this globolite.
So they would light from the side as well?
Yes, they do. So let me show that to you, please. So you can fully appreciate this nice superluminova touch on those hands. Even at
that's also mega cool, huh?
It's really mega cool. Also at the 5 minutes markers, we also have this indexes point, which contains superluminova. Quite fresh product, especially now for spring or summer. This definitely would be a watch which I would wear either on this Blue Lagoon strap or another strap. This is made to go out, meeting friends again, which we hopefully will be able very soon again.
And the perpetual calendar, so you, I mean, is this your favorite one because of your background?
Well, of course, a perpetual calendar is one of my favorite, well, it is my favorite complication. For those of you who do not know what a perpetual calendar is, a perpetual calendar knows the different lengths of the months.
It's the original smartwatch, isn't it?
It is the original smartwatch, if you can say that.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Because the perpetual calendar, as mentioned, knows the different lengths of the months, especially also in a leap year. So that watch also then knows that if, for example, if we have a leap year, which was 2020, the month of February has 29 days. And then that particular watch with that movement jumps then instantaneously from the 29th of February, directly to the 1st of March, which makes it quite smart.
Smart, very intelligent. I think it's when you're pushing, I would say, the boundaries as well of that user friendliness, if we can say it, not only from I'd say from the collection itself, the Pioneer, what it inspires, but also from the movement, is that usually a perpetual calendar, well, you're not going to go to the beach, you're not going to go to the playground. It's really something that you can travel with, you can play with. It's got that screw-down crown. You can go scuba diving as well with a perpetual calendar, where usually a perpetual calendar, you really have to be...
very careful, exactly, and don't touch it. But here at Moser you can, and yeah, if you would like to receive further information about the Pioneer collection, where to find what kind of models are available or straps, etc., please do not hesitate to send me an email. We will mention my email address. I will be very happy to assist. And yeah, see you next time. Wishing you all the best and stay safe. Bye.
Bye-bye.